A$AP Rocky's impact on modern streetwear trends. It includes a powerful hook, a smooth narrative flow, deep cultural analysis, and magazine-level writing. If you'd like an SEO version, quotable pull lines, or graphics ideas, just let me know. A$AP Rocky's impact on modern streetwear trends, a deep dive. How a Harlem visionary rewired the DNA of fashion culture. There are artists who influence music. There are icons who shape culture. And then, there's A$AP Rocky. Mention his name in any conversation about modern streetwear, and watch the effect. It's the same everywhere. Heads nod, debates spark, opinions pour out. Because Rocky isn't just someone who wears clothes. He's someone who moves the entire fashion ecosystem, someone whose style choices ripple outward into streetwear, runway culture, sneaker design, gender-blurred aesthetics, luxury branding strategies, and youth identity itself. He does not chase trends. He creates them. He redirects them. He revives them. He elevates them. A$AP Rocky is the only rapper who can walk into Paris Fashion Week and look just as at home as he does stepping onto a Harlem stoop. He can attend a runway show in a silk scarf and pearl earrings one night, then appear in oversized archival Raf Simons the next, and instantly, the fashion world reorganizes itself around his choices. But what is it, exactly, that makes his influence so powerful? Why does he stand alone in a landscape filled with artists, influencers, and creative directors all trying to define cool? This is the story of how a kid from Harlem grew into one of the most influential style leaders of our era, and how he changed streetwear forever. Before the globe knew him, how Harlem shaped A$AP Rocky's fashion DNA. Before the fashion magazines, before the front row seats, before the multi-million-dollar brand deals, there was Harlem. Harlem's style scene has long been a cultural birthplace, from dapper dance couture bootlegs to the swagger of 80s and 90s hip-hop crews. Rocky grew up surrounded by flashy gold chains, Timberlands and Air Force Ones, puffy jackets, bold color blocking, designer logos mixed with street staples. But what set Rocky apart early was his eye. He didn't just want to wear what everyone else wore. He wanted to understand why they wore it and then elevate it. Even in childhood photos, he mixed silhouettes, layered patterns, and played with accessories. Friends have said Rocky didn't dress to impress them, he dressed to express something in himself. That instinct, that internal compass, became the foundation for his later global influence. Enter A$AP, the collective that redefined street style. When Rocky emerged through the A$AP mob in the early 2010s, the fashion world had already begun paying attention. But the mob, part crew, part cultural movement, part creative family, brought a distinctive aesthetic, raw, experimental, playful, and heavily influenced by a mix of Japanese streetwear, high fashion, East Coast grit, avant-garde silhouettes, skate culture, luxury vintage pieces. Rocky quickly became the visual centerpiece of the movement. He wasn't just its lead rapper, he was its aesthetic architect. Why people paid attention? Because he represented something new in hip-hop. A black artist unafraid to embrace high fashion. Someone who could rap about Raf Simons and Rick Owens. A man wearing gold grills with a Dior trench coat. A Harlem kid blending luxury with streetwear seamlessly. He didn't outgrow streetwear. He didn't evolve past hip-hop aesthetics. He merged worlds no one else dared to. The Raf Simons effect, how Rocky revived archival fashion. You cannot discuss Rocky's impact on streetwear without discussing Raf Simons. Before Rocky, Raf Simons was beloved in fashion circles but not widely known to mainstream audiences. After Rocky, his name became synonymous with cutting-edge youth aesthetics. Raf Simons, the song that shifted culture. When Rocky dropped Fashion Killa and later shouted out Raf in multiple tracks, the designer's popularity skyrocketed. Suddenly, kids in streetwear forums were hunting down archival Raf. Resale prices exploded. Raf's impact on hip-hop became a conversation. Streetwear brands adopted minimalism and oversized silhouettes reminiscent of Raf's early collections. Rocky's influence didn't just promote Raf. It revived him. And by doing so, he revived archival fashion culture itself. How this changed streetwear. Rocky's embrace of RAF led to renewed interest in 90s and early 2000s fashion archives. Minimalist streetwear. Intellectual design entering mainstream street fashion. Rappers becoming fashion historians. He turned obscure runway pieces into grails. And he taught a generation that style wasn't only about hype, it could be about knowledge. Rocky and the high fashion crossover that redefined streetwear. Today, the lines between streetwear and high fashion barely exist, but that wasn't always the case. Before the 2010s, rappers were often kept at the edges of high fashion. They